Hey everybody, it's Overkill here with some more Napoleon Total War. So today we have another multiplayer replay sent in by Mistru. Sorry, I know I'm not pronouncing that right. But today he is taking part in a 4v4 playing as Portugal. His allies are France, England, and Prussia, and they're fighting two Prussians, an English player, and an Ottoman player. So this is way too many units to actually go over the layout of the army, so we're just going to go right into the commentating the battle. But yeah, some parts of this may get quite confusing, especially over on this flank, with multiple Prussians fighting each other. So I do apologize for that in advance. But where this is Napoleon, there isn't going to be that much melee combat, so we should be able to still tell who's who just based on what side they're on. So hopefully that isn't too confusing. Yeah, here you can see this French army is lining up to face off against the Ottomans here. And the Ottomans bringing lots of cavalry, as you can see. So that's going to be very good for them. Cavalry definitely being one of the main deciding factors in many battles in Napoleon. And you can also see the Prussian I'll just say the good team, has brought a lot of skirmishers, lots of fusiliers, and then some foot guards as well up in the front. So it seems like the Prussians are going to be the first to fight. I would imagine that the infantry is right outside the range of those fusiliers. Oh, we have some Silesian Schützen marching up here, but they're not going to get any shots off because some King's German Legion are starting to advance up at them. Oh, and we have a charge order. These Lancers have been given a charge order on someone. Oh, perhaps these Prussian Fusiliers. Oh, no. If they get caught out, that would not be good. But yeah, we have some King's German Legion. Oh, these are actually light units. That's why they're so spread out. Oh! And a big volley going into the Lancers. Look at that. They killed over half of them in one volley. But they do manage to get into the Fusiliers. And that is not going to be good. Just that little charge did manage to kill 10 of the Fusiliers. Definitely not worth losing the entire unit of Lancers. But yeah. Oh, and we can see the other Prussian is now charging his cavalry into the enemy infantry. So this is going to be very confusing. The cavalry versus infantry. So apologies for that. But yeah. Oh, we actually have some Landwehr charging the Fusiliers. So yeah, it's definitely confusing over here. So let's take a look at the rest of the battle. You can see it's skirmishers mainly fighting each other here, as most battles start. You can see these cazadors taking fire against the British rifles. France and the Ottomans have yet to engage. This flank is being left in reserve, sort of. And as you can see, the Prussians are going hard at it. They're ripping each other apart. Oh, we have another cavalry charge. Oh, a full unit of Freikorps cavalry into the Fusiliers. That is not good. Those Fusiliers are definitely going down. But we have a return charge, or a counter charge rather, I guess. And the Lancers are going to run down these Fusiliers. Very confusing that they're all the same. They no color difference. No color difference. There we go, or anything. So we have another unit of Lancers being destroyed here by the British. And look at all the fire coming out from these Fusiliers, just absolutely destroying these rifles. The rifles have very accurate fire, but definitely they definitely lack, how many bullets are actually going out. But oh, here we have some English cavalry going into the Fusiliers. That's going to be devastating. Ooh, many of the Fusiliers were just killed there. But with this Prussian line infantry, that cavalry I don't think is going to survive. Oh, we actually have action going on between the Ottomans and the French. You can see the oh gosh, Nizam. I don't know. Basically, the Ottoman light infantry is engaging with these voltigeurs, and they were actually driven back. So the Ottomans are actually pushing back. Oh. I'm not sure which general that was. Oh, the Prussian general actually got killed by, I don't know if it was the Hussars or the Lancers, honestly. But yeah, it seems that the Prussian ally is has basically been destroyed at this point. His general has been killed. Not good. So let's check in on... I know the clan is called Sun Tzu, but I'm just going to refer to Vilke as Sun Tzu because that's usually what I call him whenever I see him on stream. But let's see how Sun Tzu is doing. So his infantry have engaged with the British infantry, but I would imagine the British infantry is a little bit superior, so they're actually retreating. And they're going to bring up their... he's going to bring up his skirmishers to fight them. But yeah, the left flank is not doing well at all. The Prussian on Sun Tzu's team has been basically destroyed, which definitely isn't good. And once again, over here, the Ottomans and the French have yet to really fully engage themselves. We have some voltigeurs coming up really close to the Ottomans here, so they're going to be taking some effective fire. Oh, but we have a cavalry charge from the chasseurs cheval into these guys. They did manage to form square though, but not really in that good of a time. Oh, but you can see the Selatar guard are going to be charging into the old guard. They're not in square, and that is not going to be good for such an elite unit. Look how many of them are killed on the charge. That is not good. You can see the French player managed to get his other old guard into square. Wow, look at the casualties that unit took. Absolutely brutal. Not paying attention to the cavalry there. That is definitely a good start for the Ottomans. And you can see Sun Tzu's battle with the English is going quite well. You know, he has the English support of his teammate on his flank, so he isn't being pressured really. But if the French start falling, which they're in no position to fall yet, but if anything goes wrong for the French, that's not going to work out well for Sun Tzu. Now you can see the King's German Legion Lightfoot getting absolutely ripped to shreds, and now they're shattered. Now we have some Prussians. Gosh, I'm confused. I thought they were on the same team. I guess this unit isn't, but this unit is on the team with the English. Very weird. But here we go. You can see the last Prussian units are trying their best to fight back the other Prussians, but they're just being destroyed. So not much more to focus on that flank. The Prussian player has effectively been taken out of the battle. So we'll just focus on the rest of the armies. You can see Sun Tzu's infantry trying to put out as much fire as possible against the Redcoats. The Redcoats don't seem to really mind, though, being shot. Oh, the Imperial... oh, wait, no. Never mind. That's the Ottoman Empire in Polish, I guess. The mounted Osm whatever have been broken. So the French player did manage to get the cavalry to back off, but at what cost? He lost 16 Old Guard here. He lost half a unit of Old Guard in that one, and 11 men there. So heavy casualties in this unit, but the other ones are that's still a very, very effective force right there. Could easily take on more than its number in Ottoman troops. So now the Prussians and the English are lining off. Oh, but the Prussians are getting a nice flank here on the English. So yeah, the Prussian player has definitely been taken out at this point. Now the enemy Prussians are beginning to get flanks on the English, which is not good. This English player definitely has his work cut out for him handling two other players. You can see the battle. It's just skirmishing over here right now. The main fighting, other than the cavalry getting ripped to shreds on both sides, there hasn't been very heavy fighting. But I feel like that's going to change very soon. I feel like this skirmish is going to escalate into a full-scale battle here very soon. And you can see the lines of dead men from the English and the English and the Portuguese. And yeah, you can see the Prussians are just advancing on this flank. They're just rolling over the British. The British are taking heavy fire from the front while also being charged in the side. So it's not looking good for the British at all, that's for sure. You can see now the British have formed square to try to shoot at everyone. Definitely not the smartest idea, because now all of these units can just shoot into the blob, and they'll be sure to actually get some casualties put in. And look at that! Look how many of them just died. Every volley makes them reform the square because so many are dropping. Oh, but here, the British cavalry and some Highland foot. Actually, I'm not quite sure if that's enemy or not. No, it's friendly, or at least the hussars are. Look at that. Okay. Well, that took out some units, but you can see, yeah, this unit of foot is just being absolutely destroyed. So he's going to try, the British player is going to try his best to get some close combat happening. He's going to try to charge these musketeers. Oh, but a point-blank volley. Not good. Not good at all. That unit is instantly going to break. So yeah, the English player is in dire need of some help. He has like 6 units left. Oh, we have some clashing going on over here by the Ottomans and the French. French cavalry taking on the Ottoman, and also some line infantry. Doing very well, but here we have the reverse. Oh, look how many of them died on the charge. They do get another charge on the weakened Old Guard, but only killing a handful while losing that unit. Wow, that was brutal. Those close range volleys from the Old Guard just absolutely shredded that cavalry. While France is handling it, while the French forces are handling themselves quite well against the Ottomans, it's just not looking good for this team. You can see they're starting to be flanked now on their left side. Well, not starting. They've been flanked on their left side for quite a while, but you can see the British have had to form this awkward angle formation here, where they're just trying to hold off the Prussians and the other English. And yeah, you can see it's not going very well. Oh, we have some infantry charging, taking some very effective close-range volleys, but they are charging if they can just hold on to their morale. Oh, there we go. There we go. They got into combat, and now they're not wavering. Good. So yeah, all the infantry are fighting with these Ottoman cavalry. If they could kill that cavalry unit, that would be very good for their team. You can see that Cazador's unit was destroyed. You can see the Ottoman cavalry was able to kill them, and they're also going to get into these exposed units here. The Swiss foot do manage to form a square, though, so that unit is going to take some heavy casualties trying to get away from them. You can see Sun Tzu has set up an infantry square as well. But we have some Ottoman infantry on the way, and they're no doubt going to be putting some volleys into that square. That very vulnerable square. Oh, it seems they're on hold fire. Oh, there we go. Sun Tzu just in the nick of time forming a line, so he doesn't take as many casualties as he would have. And you can see, wow, look what happened so quickly. The enemy English player has lost nearly all of his units, so it's actually kind of a trade-off. The Prussians have, you know, been reduced to enough where they have like enough units for one army together, but the English player has been nearly destroyed, and he's actually charging in his light dragoons here now against these tiradors. So those are actually gonna go down, no doubt. But the infantry are forming a square, so some shots are going to be going into them. Oh, and the Portuguese general took some fire, it seems. This English foot. Oh, we have an enemy general has been killed. Where was that? The Prussian general was actually killed by one of Sun Tzu's infantry units. Look at that. Very nice sniping the enemy general there. I guess he must not have noticed where he put him. Now you have some infantry fighting some of these Ottoman mounted troops again. So maybe this battle isn't as one-sided as I thought. It's looking... I don't know. I really don't know, actually. Everyone's down to so few troops. The only thing that's keeping the balance of power in Sun Tzu's favor is this French army, honestly, because they haven't lost that many men, and they have some very good troops. Oh, you can see some infantry running up close. Are they going to attempt to put a volley into the Swiss foot? I'm not quite sure. Oh, yep, some close-range volleys into the Swiss foot there. Now things are heating up. They are starting to march towards each other. Oh, we have a cavalry charge on this side. Will they get in before they're shot? Oh, they will, but you can see they form square, so instantly a bunch of the cavalrymen were killed. So that unit is going to be lost. But now we have an engagement between the Old Guard and these Nizam-i Sadit, whatever, infantry. And the Old Guard will definitely win this battle. Look how many they just killed on that volley. Oh, but we have a cavalry charge. Can the Old Guard put in enough fire to destroy them before they can charge in? Oh, no, they did manage to form square. Excellent. So that unit is going to be just hammered by concentrated infantry fire. Oh, you can see the cavalry actually pushing this unit out of the way. So, wow, they do actually manage to hit this other unit as well, but with not enough momentum to actually do anything. You can see the same thing over on this side. The Ottoman cavalry is going for a few suicide charges, essentially, to try to kill as many French as possible. Oh, and you can see Sun Tzu's general is fighting the British general. Will he win without losing his own leader? And now you can see the Portuguese and the English retreating from the Prussians, trying to tighten their grip around the Ottomans. It seems that's a smart move, actually. If they could retreat over here to crush the Ottomans and then turn around their full might on the Prussians, they could definitely win this. And honestly, it seems like France will win this by himself anyway. This unit of Old Guard is absolutely ripping these infantry apart. Every volley is just dropping like dozens of men across all of these units here. You can see the the Ottoman general actually broken. Will he shatter or will he come back? Wow, he must have tried to get some kills with his general as well. Very risky move. You can see the French general is now charging into this Ottoman infantry. Look at that. Wow, everybody's just using their generals. That unit was shattered. So now we have Old Guard firing at an infantry square. How is this going to go? I wonder. Oh, they are getting out of the square, but not before taking a few dozen casualties. Oh, not a few dozen, like a dozen handful. Look at that. That unit is actually shaken now because of that effective fire. And yeah, the Portuguese are just running away from the Prussians at this point to try to finish off these last few units. Very smart move. And yeah, you can see the Ottoman player has been taken out at this point. Look at that. He only has a couple of units left. So if the Old Guard can put a few more volleys into them as they retreat, like that, this unit, I could see these units definitely running away. So yeah, the Prussians definitely lost their advantage by not crushing the English player sooner. In full honesty, yeah, the English player is actually gone at this point. It's just Sun Tzu and his French ally. Yeah, you can see. I guess this was the last unit. Their foot. But yeah, they definitely lost their advantage. They could have easily overran the English and Sun Tzu while he was fighting the other English player. But they missed out on that opportunity. So now the Ottomans are just trying to buy some time for the Prussians to join up with them. But I don't know if Sun Tzu and his French ally can turn to face the Prussians. I feel like they could probably take them out. What do the Prussians have left anyway? They have some musketeers. Prussian Fusiliers, so they're a little bit dangerous. They'll get some nice fire in. Yeah, they don't have any guard left, anything like that. It's all musketeers, except for these foot guards back here. So it's looking like a pretty dire situation for the Prussians at this point, because as you can see, Sun Tzu has a huge line of about 300 or so infantry lined up, ready to slow these guys down and cause as many casualties as possible, while the French are still chasing after the Ottomans. I'm not sure if that's the best idea. Oh, I believe the Prussian general is actually going to go after Sun Tzu's. Oh, no, he's turning around. Oh, I guess he was just trying to put the morale of these units up. So, yeah, it's pretty equal now in terms of unit sizes. I would say so, because Sun Tzu has a couple of units to add on to this French army, whereas the Ottomans have a few units to add to this Prussian one. So, we'll see anyway. But this unit is definitely not in a good spot right now. Oh, the French general staff. Are they going to charge this infantry without them getting into square? Nope. Alright, they pull off, or they pull away from that charge. Oh, no, they don't actually. They actually go ahead and still charge them. They're wavering. They're just trying to run away. They're not forming square, interestingly enough. You can see the Prussians are trying to rest, get some air back in their lungs after marching across the battlefield. Yeah, it's looking very, very good for Sun Tzu and his French ally, honestly. The French still have a lot of Swiss foot, good-sized units of Old Guard. It seems they lost one of the units. I didn't quite notice that happening. That must have been the one that was charged by cavalry a few times. Because, yeah, he did have 3 units of Old Guard. But either way, like, he still has two like decently sized units. And they're going to be putting some fire as the audio glitches apparently into this unit. This unit of 31 men, they're definitely not doing the best. A couple more volleys on them and they'll probably break. Oh, we have the Prussian general up here. If these old guard could get some shots in on them, that would be nice. So yeah, the old guard leading the charge basically. Oh, taking some shots from the Prussian musketeers into the side of their line. That's never what you want to be shot, where you want to be shot from rather. Oh, the Prussian general is going to go for the French one. Oh, the French one's going to try to turn, but he's not going to get out of there. We may actually see the death of the French general here. Or has the French general already died? Oh, nope, that's him there. Oh, this is not good. If they get a shot on... Oh, no, they're going to shoot at the old guard. That is probably a good idea. Try to kill as many of those elite troops as possible. Yeah, this unit is definitely going to go down. They're down to 20 men. Oh, not good. Not good at all. We can see now the Portuguese and the French are lining up against the Prussians, which is good. Yeah, there goes that unit of old guard. Where's the other unit of old guard? There they are. So they've lost 20 since we last looked at them. That's not good. Not good at all. I guess that would be them. Yeah, they're being shot at still anyway. Or at least they were. Now some fire going into these light infantry. Prussian general trying to run away. Oh, the French general is still going after these guys. And he might actually get a charge if they don't go into square. Oh, no, they're forming square. Oh, don't run away before they shoot. There's only 7 of them, and cavalry are a pretty big target. Okay, they're gonna break square, so they're not gonna get shot. Oh, we have a unit routing here. Oh, and Sun Tzu actually charging in with his units. Ooh, not good, not good. Oh, the foot guards actually getting gunned down. Look at that. The foot guards were just thrown away there. I know if they made it into combat, they would have probably ripped through the infantry quite well, but ooh, not a good move by the Prussians, losing their last elite unit on the field. Now you can see the Prussians are actually marching up. Oh, actually there are more foot guards. I was mistaken. But you can see they're going to attempt a charge here. And against the Swiss foot, I would imagine they could definitely overtake them. But we actually have the French old guard charging in as well. So, ooh, it's not going to look good for the foot guards here in a moment. You can see Sun Tzu running up his infantry. Either going to go for a charge or he's definitely going for a charge. Oh, and the Prussians will countercharge. Nice! Look at that. Brutal combat. I'm not quite sure who's going to win that. It seems like the Prussians have the advantage. Yep, the Prussians are going to win that fight. Oh, it's very, very close at this point. Too close for me. Yeah, the Prussians have defeated Sun Tzu's forces over here, essentially. They are retreating to... They're just doing a firing retreat, basically. They're just shooting and running back. Oh, but we have the... Oh! We have Sun Tzu's general charging into the Fusiliers. He might be able to do a lot of damage here if he isn't gunned down. There we go. He does manage to get into the Fusiliers. There we go. They're going to start killing quite a few of them. Not as many as a real, like, large unit of fighting cavalry, but at least they're not firing now. But he may lose his general here. There's only 2 of them left, and now he's trying to run away. Oh, but the general unit shatters. Oh, so I feel like the French are definitely at an advantage here, or the Prussians. Oh, you can see this unit actually managed to break a few musketeers by itself. Now they're going to be firing here. Oh, we actually have, what is this, 1 or 2 units? 1 unit of infantry fighting 2 units of musketeers. So if this unit can quickly get some shots in, yeah, there we go. That might actually break that unit. Wow. So yeah, actually the Prussians have been, wow. Things happen so quickly in Napoleon where units just break and shatter and you don't get to see them, because when they shatter they just disappear off your view pretty much. Oh, we have old guard charging in against these light infantry. Will they make it without breaking? I think they're wavering. Yeah, they are. But he is going to try to run away. Oh, but the unit shatters on its own accord. That is not good. But the Ottomans are definitely not doing very well.
Our men are running.
Oh, we have some Swiss foot firing point blank into these Fusiliers. Oh, but the unit breaks. It's so close. There's only a couple of units left. And yeah, Sun Tzu lost his unit that was fighting here. Not without doing lots of damage to these musketeers, that's for sure. Oh, and the French general died. The French general died trying to run down these guys. Oh no, it's not looking good at all. Oh, and we have a charge. The French charging the Ottoman infantry. I don't know if the Swiss foot will win this fight. We also have another unit charging over here against Swiss foot. Oh, they're both steady, so who knows? And you can see the Prussian general did manage to defeat these Swiss foot. Sun Tzu with his last unit, this unit of infantry, fighting against quite a few Prussian units. Oh boy. It is not looking good. Oh, but you can see the French infantry actually broke this unit. Now they're charging another one. So now we have another counter charge. There we go. And the French troops are obviously, you know, of higher quality than the Ottomans. At least these units are. But 2 units against 1. The French are definitely not going to win that. And wow, look at that. And Sun Tzu, yeah, he lost his last infantry unit. Wow, well, what a match, though. What an epic battle. The Ottomans and the Prussians do end up taking victory there. So yeah, let's see. So well, I see they're all like part of the Sun Tzu clan, but for Wilkie, you can see he deployed nearly 2,000 men and lost 1,600, but he got the most kills out of anybody by a high margin. If we take a look at his best units, you can see the infantry getting 187, 181. Yeah, just look at all those. Almost all of his units into the hundreds, except for the general staff. But I mean, like, the general staff, you can't do too much with them anyway due to their low numbers. But what a match. So thank you, Wilkie, for sending that, and thank you to your clan for having all these epic battles. I still have quite a few replays to get through, so hopefully I can find a few more that are nice to put on the channel. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below as always. And if you have any cool replays that you want to send me, you can do so with the email in the description down below. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.